Today is December the 7th, 2023. This is Carmen bringing you your daily Bloodborne Remaster update. There is no news on a Bloodborne Remaster today, and this is my second time recording this 7-minute long daily update. I'm so happy to do it again. So, Game Awards. Let's get the obvious thing out of the way. Bloodborne was a no-show. Do you need me to tell you that? It'll never show up anywhere. It is what it is. So let's get to what did show up, and then we'll talk about what else wasn't there at the end. So, what did show up here? Overall, I would say it was a solid enough show. God of War Ragnarok is getting a free update. It's just some new content, some enemies from Greece, roguelike stuff. However, some of these enemies from Greece, like the Cyclops, I noticed he was still using some animations from the Norse games. Good old Santa Monica just refuses to add any kind of meaningful enemy variety. Anyways, overall, I'm going to play it. You know, if I was having to pay for this, I'd feel ripped off, but it's free. Whatever, is what it is. I can't complain too much about it. I'll play it. Let's see. Something else from PlayStation Studios was Rise of the Ronin, the new IP from Koei Tecmo Games, developed by Team Ninja. It looks pretty solid. I mean, it's essentially what if Ghost of Tsushima was interesting. No offense to anyone who loves Ghost of Tsushima, but I did not. So, game looks pretty solid. Gameplay looks better. As for the graphics, I saw a lot of people saying PS3 level. It's not PS3 level. Come on, drama queens. It's nowhere near like next gen, but it's not bad. Stellar Blade was not here. I'd be real concerned about that game if I was you by this point. Let's see what else was here. Okay, that's the minor stuff. Now for the four big things that I was really happy with here. Number one, Black Myth Wukong got an awesome trailer here. This game looks so good. This is next year's Lies of P. A Souls-like that everyone is like predicting will be good, but we'll just miss the mark on some things. I think this game is going to be Lies of P level. And Lies of P, I say, is the third best Souls game ever. Like, the only thing I think is better is Sekiro and Bloodborne. Lies of P is amazing, and I think Wukong is honestly going to do that again. I think Wukong is just going to be that good. Coming August 20th, 2024, the only bad thing in the entire game that I've seen from every bit of gameplay footage is the English dubbing isn't great. It's not bad, but it's not great. My voice keeps dying when I say great for some reason. But solid enough. I really liked everything I saw from Wukong, man. It looks fire. Axel. Let's see here. Final Fantasy 16 got its 2 DLCs shown tonight. One of them was Echoes of the Fallen, I think it was. It is one that is actually available tonight. It's just some post-game content and super bosses, I believe. I think I saw Ultima was in it. Not Ultima. Ultimate Weapon, it'll be. Because Ultima is the villain, so it'd be Ultimate Weapon. The heater's on, but it's freezing cold, and I'm not turning it down, so it is what it is. The second DLC that got shown was The Rising Tides, based around Leviathan, and I'm assuming we're going to lands outside of Valisthea in this one. We all know I didn't like Final Fantasy 16, but I've said the entire time, the DLC can save it just like it did with 15. Now, my main issues here. One is enemy variety. You have got to have more enemy variety in this game, dog. I cannot fight the same flowers for 30 hours. I just can't do it anymore. You also need to add more central game mechanics. You need to make sure Leviathan's icon is very fun, and the Leviathan boss fight is great, which I'm confident on the boss fight. As for the Rising Tides DLC, the area looks big. That may not be a good thing, because 16 had some good-sized areas already. There's just nothing to do in them. So, like, you know, you're going to actually add content into this one? I sure hope so, because I'd rather not just run around and fight all the enemies again. Fighting enemies non-stop in a huge zone is not content game. It's not. So, hopefully the DLC will be good. It looks good. The one that comes out tonight, it looks fine, I guess. I just hope that it's, you know, better enemy variety in it. And the boss is well designed. And they add some more central mechanics to it. I think it's finally doing something with the Reverie Tower and Rosaria. 7 Rebirth got a new trailer tonight showing off Sid and Vincent in-game. We'd seen Vincent before, but only briefly. Sid and Vincent were shown off. We heard their voices. Sound great, look great, game looks amazing. I was astounded by what I saw with Bugenhagen and Dine and all these characters. It all just looks so good. I cannot wait for Rebirth. I'm actually excited for 16's second DLC, because I love Leviathan. She's my favorite summon. So yeah, cool stuff. What else? Oh yeah, Budokai Tenkaichi 4 was here. That game was great. I grew up on the Tenkaichi games, so seeing Tenkaichi 4 in action, game looks great. The gameplay looks very Budokai Tenkaichi and Raging Blast. So, you know, cool stuff all around. Monster Hunter was here. It was the last thing they showed. I predicted this like 15 minutes before it ended. I told Pichu, I said, listen, there is no Elden Ring here. This is going to end with something from Capcom, and my predictions were either a new Resident Evil remake, Pragmata, or a new Monster Hunter, and I was leaning very heavily on either Pragmata or Monster Hunter, and sure enough, it was Monster Hunter. So, yeah, not super hyped for me. I never really got into Monster Hunter, just not my thing, but solid enough. The big thing, though, there is no Elden Ring here. There was no DLC. So, Shadow of the Erd-Tree, what do we think? I am predicting that this game will probably get a teaser of some kind on its 2-year anniversary in February, and then we'll have like a full gameplay blowout at Summer Jeff Fest, and then we'll come out around like September, October. Pretty solid. You know, if that happens, I'll be happy, but I am sad to say that we didn't see it today. Although I did kind of foresee it. I know I said in the daily, not the daily update, in the predictions, I was 95% sure, but there was a part of me that was just screaming that it's not going to be here, and I always just kind of knew it wasn't. But overall, you know, solid show. The only award I disagreed with was, like, I feel like Ben Starr should have got Best Performance. Even though I don't like 16, I mean, he killed it. He earned that award. He 100% deserved it. So yeah, I guess that's about it. I don't really have anything else to go over. Yeah, I think we got about everything. There's no news on a Bloodborne Remaster today. That's been your daily Bloodborne Remaster update for December the 7th, 2023.